LifeLock just added something in 2026 that none of the other major identity protection services are offering, and it's specifically for one kind of person. By the end of this video, you'll know if you're that person, and if you're not, you'll know exactly where to go instead. And by go, I mean I have discount links to LifeLock and the other option in the description below, which helps support this channel at no extra cost to you. Oh, LifeLock. They've restructured everything into 3 new tiers: Core, Advanced, and Total. Most of the meaningful new features live in Total, and there are 2 worth knowing about. First, updated identity theft reimbursement, up to $3 million total, with up to $1 million specifically for stolen funds. Real number, not nothing. Second, and this is the one, scam reimbursement. The advanced plan covers up to $5,000, the total plan covers up to $10,000. No other major player in the space is offering that specific coverage at that dollar amount. Here's what that means in practice. Identity theft and getting scammed are not the same thing. Identity theft is someone using your information without your knowledge. Opening up a credit card in your name, filing a tax return, draining an account you didn't know was compromised. Getting scammed is someone convincing you to send money somewhere voluntarily. Most identity protection services cover the first category. LifeLock is now explicitly covering the second. If you are the kind of person who worries about that, or if you're setting this up for someone who might be vulnerable to that kind of thing, that coverage is real and it matters. Imagine you get a call that sounds completely legitimate. You move $8,000 and then you find out it wasn't. Most services won't touch that. LifeLock's Total plan would. That's not a manufactured scenario. The FTC logged billions of dollars lost to scams last year. For that specific person, this is the most meaningful thing LifeLock has done in years. Now, the Total plan is $350 a year, or $35 a month. That's high. If scam reimbursement isn't your primary concern, the price math gets hard to justify quickly. One of the new things LifeLock features right on the homepage is a free dark web scan on their website, so I went and did it. First pass, they asked me for my email address. 10 seconds later, 0 results. Second pass, they added my name and city. 36 seconds this time, and they told me they'd searched millions of records across over 13,000 data sources and nothing found. My email? What? Why did it ask for my name and city if it was still searching for my email? Okay. And then they offered me an identity advisor subscription for $4.99 a month. I want to be fair. Free scans across the board are limited by design, but other free scans found substantially more with the same information. If a free scan is how you're deciding which service to try again. One thing I noticed while going through the updated LifeLock site is that they still have the old plan names running alongside the new. The Ultimate Plus, which used to be their top tier, is still there if you click the All-in-One button, and as far as I can tell, it includes basically everything the new Total plan includes, which is either a legacy naming issue they haven't cleared up, or it's genuinely confusing by design. I'll let you draw your own conclusions there. What I will say, one of my reoccurring frustrations with LifeLock is that their tier structure seems engineered to get you to upgrade rather than to help you understand what you actually need. The new plans don't change that feeling, they add more rungs to the ladder. And I know that's me being critical of something that in isolation might seem like just standard product packaging, but this is the same company whose customer service rep, when I called with a specific question about a specific alert, used the opportunity to remind me I was on a lower tier. The architecture of the product and the behavior of the people selling it are telling the same story. One genuine improvement worth acknowledging: 3-bureau credit monitoring is now available without the top tier plan. That used to be an upper tier exclusive, which always struck me as strange given the #1 way most identity theft happens is someone opening a new line of credit in your name. Monitoring 1 or 2 of the 3 bureaus is like locking 1 or 2 of your 3 doors. Making it more accessible is a real upgrade, and I'd rather give them credit for it than gloss over it. LifeLock has new plan names, new coverage tiers, and new features. So I figured it was worth another look. My original take was not that LifeLock is a bad product, it's that in head-to-head testing, one of its main competitors found more, moved faster, and was easier to deal with when I needed help. Those aren't small things. They're basically the entire job description of an identity theft protection service. So if you're looking for comprehensive identity protection, it's not that I wouldn't recommend LifeLock, it's just that I think the better solution is Aura. The dark web results were the starkest part. When I signed up for both and ran them simultaneously, Aura surfaced 45 critical alerts within hours of setup. LifeLock found 4. That gap has held up. The other moment I can't unsee, I called both customer service lines to ask a specific question about one of my dark web alerts. The Aura rep answered it. The LifeLock rep answered it too, but made sure I didn't get off the phone before pointing out I was on a lower tier plan and that upgrading would really be in my best interest. Plus, when it comes to price, Aura has comparable coverage to LifeLock's total plan at the cost of its cheaper plans, so I'm not ready to say that LifeLock is for everyone in 2026. So who should actually be on LifeLock's total plan? If scam reimbursement is a genuine concern for you or for someone you're setting this up for, that's the real answer. The $10,000 coverage on the total plan is specific, it's real, and nobody else is matching it at that number. LifeLock also has, in my testing, a slightly stronger VPN and antivirus offering than Aura's. I haven't run into a situation where Aura's VPN failed me. I use it when I travel and it does what it needs to do, but if that part of the package carries meaningful weight for you, LifeLock has an edge there. What I'd tell anyone considering the total plan, make sure almost everything on this list is the reason you're there, not general coverage you could get elsewhere for less. The price only makes sense if that specific protection is doing real work for your situation. If you're looking for identity protection that covers dark web monitoring, data broker removal, credit monitoring, a VPN, antivirus, and password manager, all in one subscription at a price that doesn't require a quick pause to cry, Aura is still where I land. Since I signed up, it's removed 75 data broker listings on my behalf, surfaced 50 dark web alerts, and has been sending me alerts all year long whenever I make major purchases. It's not a product I tested and moved on from, it's what I'm actually using. Either way, these gorgeous discount links support the channel at no extra cost, which I appreciate, and which is why I try to make sure I'm sending you to the one that's actually right for your situation. Or they're just really bad Rorschach tests, so if you see an animal in them, consult your doctor. If you want the original head-to-head, the sign-up, the dark web comparison, the customer service calls, that video is still up. The core of what I said there still holds up. This one just makes sure you have the 2026 version of the story.